Okay, so we did a little bit of sleep study information and stuff about hydration, the math behind all that. But now we're on to algebra, and I'm telling the students, we haven't done algebra in so long. We've been doing stats, and we've been doing probability, and those don't really have much algebra. But Algebra 2 is needed in pre-calc, so this is an algebra review day. And it's also on the final, by the way. There was some algebra early on in this semester, which is going to be on the final. So what we're doing today also appears on the final. But if you had to solve this one, about 3/4, maybe 2/3 of the class knew to factor out the 2x. And that means you take the 2x out and you end up with 2x here plus, and if you're like, how do you do that? Once you realize 2x is in both of them, did you know what you're really doing is dividing by 2x? That's really what you're doing when you're factoring out a 2x. Okay? And if you want to say divide by 2x here, well, 0 divided by 2x is still 0. All right. But you don't have to even do that. You could just do it to one part. If you divide by the 2x, you take the 2x out to the front, and then you write here what's left. And this would be 2x. And this part would be 5. There you go. And now from there, probably 3/4 of you know what to do. But please discuss the two answers with the kid next to you. So picture you're in pre-calc right now, and you're in the middle of a pre-calc test, and this is like, it's supposed to be super easy for you, and you forgot. This is why I'm trying to bring these back to mind. 2x equals 0, and 2x plus 5 equals 0. Either this part equals 0 or that part equals 0. Either way, you can get an answer. So this part's easy. 2x equals 0. Divide both sides by 2. And don't freak out on 0 divided by 2. It's just 0. X equals 0. That's one of your answers. Raise your hand if you had that one right. Awesome. And subtracting 5 from both sides. 2x equals -5. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. -5/2. All right. I know that some of you had that before I even started talking about what to do. But be honest, how many of you were stopped at some point in this problem? Wouldn't have got this without some help. Raise your hand. Be honest. All right, thank you. That's at least half of you. That's why I'm trying to brush this up right now, because you're in Algebra 2 and you're supposed to be walking out of here strong in algebra, and this is basic algebra you're supposed to know. Now, there's more like this, and that's what's on this quiz today, and I'm doing the quiz in a different way than normal. Instead of just sitting there and suffering through it, you have a partner, and you are going to be affected by how they do. You're going to together come up with the answers to these questions. So you and your partner will get a merged score on this. All right, so you and your partner better work together on this. I'll get everybody a partner, and I'm going to give you all the same exact quiz so you can work with the kid next to you. And every group gets one hint where you're just like, oh, we are stuck. And a lot of kids were stuck on number 2. I'll give you a hint. Number 2 on this sheet is a lot like what we just did. You just have to factor, okay? But you may not want help on number 2. You might want help on number 13. Whatever it is, both of you are stuck on a problem. Raise your hand. I walk over, give you one hint. But you only get one hint total per group, all right? So this is the part where I hand out the worksheet, and you work on these basics until the very end of the hour. Hopefully you will finish with you and your partner by the end of this hour. Then your homework for tonight is there's something like this, except it's digital. So it's more review on algebra basics. It's digital. Go home. I don't need you to even do all of it, because if you really took it seriously, it probably would take you like 35, 40 minutes. And that's a lot for a weekend when it's not critical that it's due Monday. But be nice to yourself and do at least half of the homework that I assigned, which is a digital one of these. All right? So do the paper one in class. Hopefully you'll get a lot smarter by the end of the hour, because the kid next to you will help. I'll come and give a hint, and then you go do the digital one for your homework. And that's all I got for the video for today. Save and close.